Okay, so let's talk a little bit more in detail about genes and chromosomes. Okay, I really like this picture here. So let's break it down. This is a cell, right? Just a normal cell. Here's the nucleus. And remember, we have 46 chromosomes found in our nucleus. All right. Now, they look like a little X. Remember, it's DNA tightly coiled up with proteins to make this chromosome. So this chromosome is made of a lot of protein and a lot of DNA. Okay? So what's a gene? Okay, right? Well, a gene is a very small section of DNA. Okay? A very small section of DNA is a gene, and it could be a gene for, like we said in the last video, right? Your hair color, your hairstyle, right? Like the wavy or curly, or your height, things like that. Very specific. Or even, what diseases you're going to get. Okay, genes can do that too. If your parents or your grandparents have, let's say, Parkinson's disease, that's found in your genes. And if they passed it on to your parents and then your parents passed it on to you, you could find those genes in your DNA. And that's how doctors figure all that stuff out. And we'll talk about that on the last video, on the last slide, okay? But remember, this is our DNA, and it's made of these bases, the nitrogen bases. Remember, A will match with T, and C will match with G. And remember their specific order? That's what codes for your genes. All right? Now, every chromosome has small parts called genes. So in this chromosome here, there could be, many, many genes on this chromosome. Now let's look at something called a karyotype. We've seen this very briefly in class, but not in detail like this, okay? So I'm going to explain this real quick. Male and female. Remember, how many chromosomes do we have? We have 23 pairs. Remember, pair means two, so 46 in total. 46, okay? 46 for the female, 46 for the man. Now, each pair of chromosome, so let me show you this picture here. Remember, these are pairs of chromosomes. You get one from mom, one from dad, and then they combine. Boom. Okay? So chromosome number 1, chromosome number 2, 3, all the way to 23. Each one of these chromosomes has different genes, okay? And they have different genes, okay? So what we find is different genes found on different chromosomes, all right? So let me explain this really quick. On chromosome number 23, right? The last ones. These are the sex chromosomes. These are the chromosomes that have the genes that determine whether if you're going to be a male or a female, okay? So X and Y, remember chromosomes have our genes, so X and Y make a male, X and X make females. And let's go back to that Parkinson's one, right? Let's say you have Parkinson's. I don't know which chromosome it is, but let's say in chromosome 10. That's where you'll find the genes for Parkinson's. And doctors can take a look at the chromosomes like this, and they can look for that gene and say, hey, you have a gene here that's going to cause you to have Parkinson's. So you need to take action now, all right? Or cancer. Maybe let's say cancer is in chromosome number 3. Let's just say, right? They look at this and say, hey, you have a gene that's going to cause cancer here. You need to take action now. Have a healthier lifestyle. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't do all that stuff, or else it'll trigger this gene to activate and cause cancer, right? So it's interesting. Very